Ever feel like your life's a movie, but you're watching the wrong genre? That was me a few weeks ago. Late night, fiddling with this high-tech security system I'd just put in at our place in Westchester. Crystal clear video, audio that could pick up a pin drop. Thought I'd test the live feed. Tapped the app on my phone. At first, just the usual house sounds. Fridge humming, floorboards creaking, city noise faint in the distance. Then, voices. Sarah, my wife, on the phone in the living room. Tone was light. Too light. Something in her voice made me stop. Volume up. Closer to the phone. He doesn't suspect a thing, Sarah said, amusement dripping off each word. Ice water in my veins. Was she talking about me? Tried to stay calm, but that casual confidence. Pulse was racing. Muffled voice on the other end. Then Sarah's laugh, sharp and cold. No, he's clueless, she whispered like sharing a secret. Michael, seriously, he's so lost in his gadgets. He misses everything right in front of his face, each word a punch. Frozen. Joke? Had to be. Some innocent explanation, but a voice shifted, laughter gone, replaced by something harder. Okay, hold on. Call you back, quick and clipped. Dial tone. Another number. Heart hammering. Realization hitting like a truck. This wasn't casual chat. Held my breath. Audio back on. Hey, thanks for calling back. Sarah's voice. Sharp. Businesslike. Yes, decisions made. We're moving forward with the plan. Plan? What plan? Silence on the other end, amplifying the dread. Then Sarah, slow, deliberate. Once we pin this on him, I'm taking the kids, the apartment, everything. He won't see it coming. Phone almost slipped. Chilling precision in her voice, like discussing a deal, not destroying a life. No, it won't be an issue. Casual. Kevin's already set it all up. Just need David to stay predictable. Trust me, he always is. Kevin. Name like a knife. Co-worker. Just a friend, she always said. Foolishly dismissed the nagging doubts. Now, Kevin's name. Here. Like this. Blood ran cold. Sarah laughed, short, almost mocking. He'll never see it coming, she repeated, voice dripping confidence. Paralyzed in my home office. Betrayal, cold and calculated. Looking back, the signs, everywhere, blind, trusting. Not one thing, but a series of moments, dismissed as normal marriage bumps. Now, breadcrumbs of betrayal, months ago. Sarah, backyard, phone glued to her ear, pacing. Old friends, always, secretive calls, laughter, light, carefree, catching fragments. You're right, he really is oblivious. Brushed it off with a smile. Girl talk. Now, every call part of something bigger, plotted right under my nose. Arguments started. Small, silly, car keys, groceries, escalated fast, tone sharper than ever. One time, after a long call, stormed in, furious about trash not out. 10 minutes late. 10 minutes. Shouting match. Lazy. Unreliable. Stress. I thought. Now, painting me as the bad guy, not just tone. The way she looked at me during arguments. Eyes, calculating, cataloging words, reactions. Rehearsed outbursts. Provoke me, get me to say, do something to use against me. Distance, not just emotional, intentional, strategic. Catch her staring, faint smirk, like she knew something I didn't. Moments passed, back to normal, laughing with kids, phone in hand. But something changed, felt it, couldn't place it. Little things. Phone password change, security, handling all bills, always shared before, canceled plans, too tired. Quirks? Space needed. Now, puzzle pieces I didn't know I was supposed to solve. Hindsight. Clear now. Every fight, hushed call, cold glance. Not just a rough patch, building a case, brick by brick. Oblivious, walls closing in, crash point. Not a forgotten phone, suspicious text. Messier. Explosive argument, new normal. Thermostat this time. Stormed into kitchen, shouting about it being too high, snapped back. Why everything set her off lately. Then it happened. Maybe if you listened for once, Kevin, we wouldn't go through this. Face flushed anger. Time froze. Kevin, not David, not Babe. Kevin. Eyes widened. Fraction of a second. Narrowed to glare. What? Sharp, daring me to call her out. Stomach churned. Steady voice. Did you just call me Kevin? Measured, deliberate, scoffed, eye roll, turned away. Don't be ridiculous, David, condescending. You're overthinking, paranoid as usual. Slip cut deeper than any knife. Stared, searching for remorse, guilt. Just anger, venomous, calculated, like it was my fault. Who the hell is Kevin? Voice rising, effort to stay calm gone. Crossed arms, glaring like I was the problem. You're insane, snapped. Kevin's nobody. Just stop. Deflection deepened the pit. Mind racing, dots connecting. Kevin, not nobody. Co-worker. Laughed too hard with at parties. Just a friend. Months ago, asked about him. Eye roll. Made me feel foolish. Step closer. Voice cold. Deliberate. Don't lie to me, Sarah. Is Kevin the reason for all this? Phone calls, fights, secrets. Face twisted. Mask of indifference. Lips curled. Mocking smile. You're unbelievable. Shook head, irrational fool. I don't have to listen to this. Grabbed purse, stormed out, door slammed. Standing there, heart pounding. Paranoid. Kevin's nobody. Slip exposed everything. Kevin wasn't nobody. Answer to questions I hadn't dared to ask, no turning back. Shadows of truth. Need for answers. Sickness. Evasions. Lies. Venomous attempts to paint me crazy. Couldn't take it. Evening. Sarah grabbed keys. Meeting a friend. Decision made. Follow her. No second thought. Keys. Tailed her car. Safe distance. Palm slick with sweat. Streets. Dimmed headlights. Just far enough back. Weaving through town. turns leading away from our usual places into wealthier part of the city. Houses larger, driveways longer, gates taller. Slowed near sprawling estate, high hedges, black iron gate. Chest tightened. Pulled into driveway. Gates slid open. Disappeared inside. Killed engine, parked down the street, out of view. Heart pounding so loud, barely think. What was she doing here? Who did she know here? Crept closer, foot, shadows of manicured trees, edge of property, spotted them. Sarah and Kevin, through gate slats, porch light glow. Sarah laughing, arm draped over his shoulder, casual, intimate, stomach churned. Kevin leaned in, hand possessively on her waist. Something made her laugh harder, not the laugh she shared with me. Lighter, carefree, different person with him, strained to hear, crouching behind low hedge, just outside gate. Voices low, fragments, words, fresh wave of anger, confusion. When this is over, Sarah giggled. Kevin's response quieter. Serious. We need to get it done faster. Don't want this dragging out. Mind raced. What were they talking about? What needed to be done? Why laughing? Hidden. Watching. Strangers spying on someone else's life. Life I thought I had. Unraveling. Piece by piece. Burst through gate. Demand answers. Confront her. Frozen. Fury, desperation. Afraid of what else I'd uncover if I stepped closer. Minutes later, went inside, door closing behind them. Darkness, fists clenched, mind reeling. Bigger than I imagined. Not sure I was ready for what I'd find next. Dinner started normal. Utensils. Kids chatting, barely touched food, heart pounding, rehearsing words, weight of what I'd seen at Kevin's estate, overheard, too much to carry alone. Confront her, truth. Not just me, kids too, maybe their faces, shred of shame, flicker of guilt. Sarah. Voice calm, firm, cutting through noise. Glanced up, fork midair. Kids looked, puzzled. What? Neutral expression, flicker in eyes. Weariness? I know about Kevin. Words thunderclap. Kids froze, eyes darting between us, confusion. Sarah's hand paused, fork hovered, slowly set it down. I'm sorry, what? Deceptively calm, feigned innocence. Don't do that, snapped, anger bubbling. Don't play dumb. I know what's been going on. Calls, meetings, lies. I know everything, Sarah. Everything. Leaned back, crossed arms, expression colder, more calculating. Then shock, smirked. You're pathetic, David. Disdain dripping. You think anyone's going to believe you over me? You're delusional. Kids looked. Confusion, fear. Mom, daughter whispered, voice trembling. Sarah didn't glance at her, eyes locked on mine, daring me. This isn't just about me believing it, Sarah, shot back. It's about the truth. What you've been doing behind my back, pretending everything's fine. Laughed. Actually laughed. Ridiculous joke. Truth. Scoffed. Oh, please. You've been paranoid for months, always snooping, always suspicious. Maybe if you spent less time being a decent husband and more time playing detective, I wouldn't have to look elsewhere. Words slapped. Way she looked at me. Contempt. Beneath her. I saw you with him, Sarah. Voice shaking, fury, betrayal overwhelming. At his house, laughing, talking about getting it done faster. What the hell were you planning? Tell me! Rolled eyes, smirk, unwavering. You don't know what you're talking about, dismissive. And even if you did, who's gonna believe you? Me, loving wife and mother? Or you, unstable lunatic stalking his own wife? Alone in study that night. Family photo on desk, smiles. Me, Sarah, kids, perfect family. Truth-shattered illusion. Pathetic, David. Smirk, venom, threat. All I needed to know. Reasoning pointless. She wouldn't stop. Willing to destroy me, not sitting back, making it easy. Laptop open, hand steady despite storm inside. Bank accounts, savings, checking, joint investments. Ripe for the taking. Laugh if I let her walk away with it all. Celebrate with Kevin. Wiped me out. Jaw tightened. Not a chance. Swift clicks. Every cent transferred to new account. Set up weeks earlier. Suspicions surfacing. Didn't hesitate. Accounts drained. Credit cards canceled. Auto payments shut off. Kids' college fund untouched. They had nothing to do with this. Sarah. Nothing. Made it clear I was target. Now showing her, not going down without a fight. Piece of paper. Single sentence. No long explanations. No pleas. 7 words. Everything. You can't steal what's already gone. Note on kitchen counter, next to coffee machine. Walked out. No bags. No farewell. Clothes on back. Certainty. First time in a long time. Control. Driving away. Strange calm. Months. Reacting to her games. Now. Action. Didn't know what would happen when she found out. Playing field shifted. This time, on my terms. Next day, braced for storm. Sarah. Vindictive, cunning, relentless, predictable when cornered. Still, wasn't ready for how far she'd go. Midday, stormed into office. Door slammed against wall. Heads popped out of cubicles, craning necks. Sarah. Flawless, fury blazing in eyes. "David!" shrieked, voice echoing down hallway. Mr. Thompson, my boss, walked by, froze, turned. Blood ran cold, forced calm. Sarah, evenly setting down papers. Not time or place. Oh, it's exactly the place. Spat manicured finger at me. Everyone here deserves to know the kind of man you really are. Whispers. Co-workers exchanged uneasy glances. Few looked at me, silently asking if they should intervene. Shook head, not giving her satisfaction of losing control. "Sarah, let's go outside." Standing up, measured voice. Wasn't having it. "Why? So you can intimidate me, like you always do," barked. Dramatic sweep of arm addressed room. "Did you all know he has violent tendencies? Charming here, work sure. Home, different person." Air tense. Mr. Thompson stepped forward, furrowed brow. Colleagues exchanged looks, discomfort, doubt, whispered among themselves, unsure how to react. Neutral face, fists clenched. Enough, Sarah, firmly. No, that isn't true. Oh, don't you dare, hissed, venom dripping, gaslighting me for years, making me feel crazy, undermining everything I do. Now, after everything I've done for you, drain accounts, leave me with nothing. There it was, not supposed violence, revenge for losing control of finances. Sarah, locking eyes, low, steady voice. You're embarrassing yourself. Leave now, no choice but to call security. Face twisted anger, flicker of doubt behind eyes. Wanted me to snap, prove accusations true in front of everyone. Didn't take bait. Mr. Thompson stepped forward. Mrs. Stevens, suggest you leave. Professional workplace. Don't tolerate this behavior. Sarah's jaw clenched. Moment, thought she'd escalate. Bitter laugh, shook head. Think you've won, David? Icy voice. This is far from over. Spun on heels, stormed out, heels clicking sharply on tile. Room silent. Murmur started again. Mr. Thompson, long assessing look, nodded, walked away. Slow breath out, sitting back down. Adrenaline drained. Co-workers avoided eye contact, pretended to work, unease lingering. Sarah, master of appearances, charm magnetic, smile disarming, weapons. Tactics failed to destroy me, shifted gears. Fundraiser, grand event, local charity she barely supported. Obvious restore image, paint me villain. This time, 2 steps ahead. Days before event, move prepared. Recording a phone call with lawyer, plotting to frame me. Ace, timing everything, waited. Night of fundraiser, watched from distance. People pouring in. Opulence, elegance. Sarah center stage, beaming, greeting guests. Mask flawless. Moment. Wondered how she could continue after everything. Room quieted for speech. Time. Phone hovering over send button. Email ready. Guest list. Attached recording, transcript. Damning words. Once I pin this on him, I'm taking the kids, the apartment, everything. He'll never see it coming. Press send. Vantage point. Watched effect unfold. Phones vibrated unison, cutting through Sarah's speech. Subtle at first. People pulled out phones, brows furrowing, reading. Whispers spread like wildfire, louder, louder. Sarah faltered mid-sentence, eyes darting around. What's going on? Voice losing practiced poise. No one answered. Whispers turned audible snippets. Did you hear what she said? Can you believe this? What kind of person? Composure cracked. Excuse me, barked. Regain control. Too late. Persona crumbling. Local businesswoman step forward, phone up. Care to explain this, Sarah? Sarah's face pale. I don't know what you're talking about, stammered. Oh, really? Woman shook phone. Because this recording makes it pretty clear who you are, not the person you've been pretending to be. Room erupted chaos. Openly confronting her, questioning integrity, motives. Sarah's voice drowned out. Protests, deaf ears. Looked around, desperate for ally. None. Turned, walked away. Sounds of her unraveling echoing behind me. First time in months. Felt control. Underestimated me. Paying price for lies, deceit. Fallout swift. Merciless. Day after fundraiser. Sarah's name on everyone's lips. Not how she envisioned. Recording wildfire. Forwarded. Shared town's influential figures. Made sure of it. Everyone who mattered. Charity circles, social clubs, even parents. No one claim ignorance of who Sarah really was. Kevin, so-called ally, first to abandon ship. Radio silent. No longer returning calls, texts. Golden boy co-worker, eager to help execute plan faster, suddenly wanted nothing to do with her. Not surprised. Kevin, self-preservation everything. Aligning with sinking ship like Sarah only drag him down. Sarah didn't go quietly. Salvage reputation. Calling friends, allies, spinning stories. Recording out of context, fabricated. Evidence undeniable. Town not buying lies. Friends, swept up in charm for years, stopped answering calls. Named toxic subject at brunches, cocktail parties. Hush tones, sideways glances. Even parents, always doted on her, refused to defend her this time. Furious. Not just scandal. They, too, believed image she carefully constructed. Humiliation hit hardest. Showed up at regular haunts. Boutique cafe. Held court with admirers. Once friendly staff avoided eye contact. Smiles from acquaintances. Awkward nods. Outright snubs. Sarah bravado. Visibly shaken. Carefully curated world crumbling. Meanwhile, staid background. Watching lies unravel. No gloating. No satisfaction watching someone you once loved self-destruct. Grim sense of justice. Truth out there. Web of manipulation no longer ensnare anyone else. End of week. Sarah's calls to kids' school complaining about me, ignored. Attempts to rally legal support, case against me, laughed out of room. Every piece of plan fallen apart. Exposed alone exactly where she tried to leave me. Nothing. Custody battle. Sarah waltzed into courtroom, stepping onto stage. Crocodile tears ready. Muted colors. Screamed victimhood. Spun tale. Flare of someone rehearsed every word. Painted me unfit husband. Controlling monster. Drained accounts. Abandoned her. Moment. Wondered if judge by act. Sarah, master manipulator. My turn. No theatrics. Truth on my side. Lawyer presented everything. Recording phone call, plotting to frame me. Financial records. Siphoned funds. Personal luxuries. Neglected household expenses. Blatant lies. Supposed violent tendencies. Testimony from former friends, colleagues, distanced themselves after learning truth. Statements painted picture, woman calculating, manipulative, utterly untrustworthy. Sarah's confident demeanor cracked. Evidence piled up. Recording played in court. Face ashen. Judge leaned forward, intently listening. Words. Damning words filled room. Once I pin this on him, I'm taking the kids, the apartment, everything. He'll never see it coming. Audio stopped. Silence deafening. Sarah tried to recover, recording out of context. Frustration. Too late. Desperation palpable. Arguments crumbling. Judge, no-nonsense man. Little patience deceit. Mrs. Stevens. Sharp tone. Behavior. Documented here. Clear pattern of manipulation. Bad faith. Court cannot, good conscience, place children in your care. Sarah gasped, hands trembling, gripped table edge. Your Honor, please, pleaded, voice breaking. I'm their mother, Judge interrupted, firm voice. Actions should reflect best interests, not selfish agenda. Custody awarded to Mr. Stevens. Furthermore, financial evidence presented, request for alimony denied. Sat there. Wait months of turmoil lifting. Judge's gavel down. Sarah's face, disbelief, rage. Mouth opening, closing, words to lash out. None came. Out of moves. Knew it. Left courtroom, hallway, caught up to me. Low, venomous voice. You'll regret this, David, hissed, narrowing eyes. Turned to her, calm, resolute. No, Sarah, said. Only thing I regret, not seeing through you sooner. No response. Just stood there, watching as I walked away. Kids waiting, just outside doors. First time in months, sense of peace. Fight over. Won. Not spite. Right thing for me, children. Even after losing in court, Sarah wasn't finished. Cornered animal. Desperate. Dangerous. Should have known she'd try something drastic. Even I couldn't predict how low she'd go. Weeks after custody ruling, police officer at door. Stomach sank, notice in hand. Sarah filed report, claiming I'd assaulted her. Violently attacked her days after court decision. Photos of bruises on arms, face, evidence. Surge of panic. Lies worked on so many before. What if this time they stuck? Lawyer reviewing report. So-called evidence. Panic gave way to anger. Not just another lie. Calculated attempt to ruin life completely. Sarah made crucial mistake. Underestimated how much credibility she'd already lost. Court recordings. Failed fundraiser. Countless people seeing her for who she really was. Word carried little weight anymore. Investigation began, unraveled faster than she imagined. Bruises in photos, inconsistent with story. Medical professionals reviewing images, makeup, not real injuries. Police requested timestamps, metadata for photos. Sarah conveniently couldn't provide. Final nail. Surveillance footage, local cafe, day alleged incident. Sarah laughing, chatting with friends, completely uninjured. Footage viral, leaked online. Public reaction brutal. Subject of mockery, scorn. Name splashed across social media, memes. Hashtags calling out lies. Police dismissed case, lack of evidence. Didn't stop there. Sarah warned. Filing false report, criminal offense. No charges pressed. Damage to already crumbling reputation, irreversible. heard through grapevine, remaining allies, clung to her out of loyalty, ignorance, finally abandoned her. Name synonymous with deceit. Punchline. Me. Refused to let final scheme consume me. Kids, peace of mind, truth. Sarah's desperate games solidified what I already knew. Free of manipulation, she was left with nothing but consequences of own actions. Months later, dust settled. Hardest year of life. Lost version of family. Woman I thought I knew. Life I believed we were building. Through lies, betrayals, schemes, found something I didn't realize I'd lost. Myself. One thing learned. Trust instincts. Nagging doubts. Little signs. Something's wrong. There for a reason. Months. Ignored mine. Convinced cracks in marriage. Just stress. Routine disagreements. Deep down, knew something wrong. Looking back, wish I'd listened sooner. Grateful I listened when I did. Standing ground, another lesson. Hard, worth everything. Moments wanted to give up. Let lies, manipulation win. Escape battles. Every time looked at kids, knew I couldn't. Deserved truth. Future free from chaos she brought. So did I. Now, focused moving forward. Kids settling into new routine. Stable, calm. Far cry from turmoil. Laugh more now. Talk openly. See weight lifting off young shoulders. Starting to feel safe again. Alone makes every fight, sleepless night, confrontation worth it. One thing want anyone reading this to take away. Even darkest times, way forward, won't be easy. Hurt. Question yourself 1,000 times. Truth has way of cutting through lies, lighting path ahead. Even when everything feels lost, Hope Story serves warning, reminder. Trust gut, stand firm. Never let someone else define worth, future. Pain doesn't last forever. Lessons learned will. Looking ahead, not afraid anymore. Worst behind me. First time in long time. Best is yet to come.